We're happy, and we're singing and we're color. Da-da-da-da. Give me a high five. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Sierra
and Talia,
and today we have a vegan comfort food recipe for you. We're gonna have fried cauliflower sticks, measurement onion gravy over top of mashed potatoes, and some type of vegetable. We're not quite sure what type yet.
This is going to be a quick and fairly easy recipe. You can make it as soon as you come home from work, or you can make it a Sunday dinner. Whatever floats your boat. This recipe, it might be one that you think that you could do on your own, but baby, you cannot. You have to follow our recipe because it is the best. We've tried fried cauliflower over and over and over, and we've tweaked this recipe over and over and over, and it's finally perfect, baby.
So let's get cooking. So this is the size cauliflower that I had. This is the size not to get. Actually, you need something bigger, and as you continue to watch, you'll see why. You're going to cut your cauliflower into slices as so, not like that, but like this. You're going to want a bigger cauliflower because the pieces in the middle are going to be thicker, and that helps your cauliflower pieces to stay together better. I'm going to warn you guys, I don't use a lot of measurements. I kind of just eyeball a lot of stuff, but you could get a good gauge of how much I use. So in order to make your cauliflower steaks, you're going to want to make a dry and a wet batter. This is just me getting together my dry ingredients. And so far, I've just put in some adobo and onion powder. And just some Emeril's chicken rub. It doesn't necessarily have to be Emeril's. That's just what I found. But it's really going to give your cauliflower that chicken flavor, poultry flavor. We have some black pepper, seasoning salt, Creole seasoning, garlic powder because I can't seem to do anything without my garlic powder, lemon pepper, my second love, and parsley flakes because like people put parsley flakes in everything. Then you're just gonna whisk that all together, make sure it's evenly mixed. Okay, so now you're gonna make your wet batter. In here you see me putting in 3 tablespoons of flaxseed meal, but I ended up adding way more later. I kind of play with it. I put in 3 tablespoons at first and about 2 cups of water. I ended up adding probably like 2 more tablespoons later. Like, I really just did not. There's directions on the back, so please follow the directions because Sierra does not know what she's doing. Like I said earlier, I bought everything and I probably shouldn't all the time. So, yeah. Once you've added the proper amount of flaxseed meal and water, you're going to whisk it together. I added some liquid smoke, just like 2 drops in there, and you're going to wait like 5 minutes for it to get sort of gelatinous. So after you're finished preparing both your dry and your wet batter, you're going to coat your cauliflower in your wet batter. Be sure to shake the excess off before putting it into your dry batter. Coat it in that and repeat.
drop them babies in the grease and watch them sizzle. Oh yeah, baby. Look at them crispies. Alright, now we gotta cut some potatoes, I guess. Looks like they're getting cut in four. Cut them in however many you want to cut them in, because they're going to be mashed anyway. For the potatoes, we're using an Instapot. So we just put in about 2 cups of water and a big glob of garlic. Put the potatoes in, and we're going to turn on the pressure cooker. Put it up to 12 minutes and then let that run. Oh yeah, hot and steamy. But psych, you gotta put them back on for a couple more minutes because they was not done. Alright, when they are done for real,
you put in a bunch of butter and some milk. I really don't have measurements for this because, I mean, mashed potatoes you have to like keep playing with. So even what you see in this video, I probably ended up adding more to get the perfect consistency and taste.
But these are the things that we just put in it: garlic, black pepper, salt, that's it. Oh, and parsley. Oh wait, and there's more. Garlic and herb. That is a staple in our house. That goes on everything. Once that's all done, it's time to make the gravy. You cut up some mushrooms. Get you about a handful of mushrooms or so, half a package, and an onion. Or really like a half an onion. And you just dice it up, mince it, whatever it is. And so you get you a good old skillet. Put you some butter in that thing. We kind of heavy-handed on the butter. Melt it down. Add your onions. Cook those babies. Saute them in the butter until they're translucent. Add your mushrooms. Mix them all together. And you're going to let those sit, boil down.
So I did this off camera. I added about 3 of those beef bouillon cubes, which are vegan, and 3 cups of water. I made a beef broth and then added it to the mushrooms and onions. I then added some gravy master because it's a staple. Also off camera, I whisked together some cornstarch and scalding hot water in order to thicken up my gravy. You're gonna add a couple of drops of liquid smoke, seasoned salt, black pepper, and I was adding more salt because, again, I have to play with things. And always make sure to taste your gravy to make sure you have the right flavors, but don't use the same spoon you're cooking with because that's nasty.
And there at last, you have it all together. There you have it. Easy peasy, right?
Lemon squeezy.
Now, let's go and take a bite of these.
These are little nuggets that I made.
Just as I expected. You would put your little bit of hot sauce on these things. They don't really need it. But you know how we do.
And they're so crispy.
It's like the cauliflower inside gets so tender. So tender. It's like you don't even know you're eating cauliflower.
Oh my goodness.
It works.
Yeah. It really
It's
works.
like you don't even know you're eating cauliflower. Really, like if you put to blindfold somebody and give them this, and just like, now I'm taking a bite. You can't tell. You can't tell.
The texture is completely transformed.
Completely 100%.
To where you don't realize that, you don't know that it's a vegetable when you're eating it.
It's so good.
Delicious.
So good.
See you in the next video.